Once again, it's the Tow God coming to you with the art of towing. Yeah. Good day. What's going on? How's everybody out there feeling today? All right. Y'all see the title. I want y'all to chime in. The comments. We're going to have a long, nice, little short. Well, it's going to be a nice discussion today. If you're watching live and you're checking the channel, you see the comment. Not the comment, you see the description. See the title, rather. I want you to chime in the comment section. I want you to talk to me. I'm going to speak a little bit, and I'm going to get personal on this one right here. But as for me right now, this is what I'm doing right now. Taking a nice long walk. Checking out the scenery. Nice, beautiful scenery. Early in the morning. Getting this cardio in. Getting my mind right. Getting closer to nature. Getting closer to the elements. So, yeah, talk about inconsiderate. I'll talk about entitled individuals. I'm going to talk about how I hold myself accountable for a generation of entitled people as well. Kind of early right now. Seems like nobody's really up and at it. I don't know who out here. See if we get some people out here. But any which way, I'm about to start though. What's most important right now is that I get this message out. And it's been something that's been on my mind for a few days. And I actually chose to have this walk and talk. And just as a few of my other videos, they have, one person, just one person. I got a phone call, I got a text from one person saying like, you made my day, or I needed that message that you got across to me. That's enough for me. That's just enough. One person, that's it. But if you joining the live right now, just read the title. I'm about to speak on that title right now. I see you got on and you got off. It's all good. Reading the title. Hold myself accountable for a generation of entitled and inconsiderate people. Yeah. I want to speak about accountability too. Talk about that. So, we have it here. Let's get my parents together. Walk. Said it's a party on. I'm not gonna do no jogging. It's not bad on my knees right now, so I ain't gonna do no jogging. I'll do some light jogging, but walking is more important. Burn up some calories, get some sweat equity in, clear my mind, get my thoughts together. There's been a lot going on. I needed to get out here and get next to nature because just always praying, but I gotta get out and do the work as well too, you know. There's a lot going on, just a whole lot going on. There's a lot going on. Pull over real quick. Pull over real quick to the Montebello. And we're gonna address a few things real quick, right? I'll take a seat real quick and address a few things. First off, I'm gonna say this. I hold myself accountable for a lost generation of inconsiderate and an entitled generation. With that being said, I'm gonna explain to you the reason why. You see, like, when I was being raised up, you was cared for, which I was raised by my great grandmother. I was cared for, but I was also taught the most important thing that I was taught. The most important thing that I was taught about God. You know what I mean? So I got to learn about God early and young. So, you know, when I'm saying I hold myself accountable for a lost generation, you see, I was lost at one time, and what happens is now is that that right there, it causes a divide. It causes a real serious divide. Now, that being said, right? Entitled, talk about entitlement. You know? You see, people feel like, you know, it's a generation right now, they feel like everybody owe them something. Like, you know, like they don't want to, like they do want things, they want it, you know, the way they want it. Hard work is not, I mean, and I'm not even going to say hard work. They just work the way that they work. You know what I mean? They work the way that they work, the way they want to work, which is totally fine too. You know what I mean? If they seeing through the world through their lens, the way that they're seeing it. But, you know, people who believes that people owe them something, you know what I mean? It's an entitled person. Like, and I had to get out of that, and I had to get over that. You know what I mean? Just because I share and I look out for a lot of people and I did a lot of things for people, I actually did more. Like, the most important thing with me was I put my life on the line. Put my life on the line for a lot of people, and no respect came out of that. You know, so when I'm speaking about me holding myself accountable, you see, not teaching this generation about respect, you know what I mean? But if let's go back for a minute. God first. You know what I mean? You need God in your life. See, when God comes, structure, you know, any respect, principles, morals, and values. I'm not going to jump the gun and go into each one. I'm just saying, though, there's no respect. There's a lack of respect, right? But with that being said is, the Most High, if you're not giving respect, you're not giving grace and praise to the Most High, you're not, you know, then also we create, we procreate. And so when we procreate life, when we create life, that's of God's enlightenment to create a life. But when that life form exists in this universe, then that life form has no respect and bearings towards the godly spirit that put them in this universe because of entitlement, because they're not respecting God. You know what I mean? They don't respect God. You know what I mean? They don't respect God. A lot of them, and it's just a lot of people in general. You know what I'm saying? They don't now. Well, I'm gonna do this one a little bit deeper. You see, God is in all of us, right? If you read the word, it say God is in all of us. But most importantly, if you're not respecting yourself and the godly spirit within you, how are you gonna respect anybody else? Boom. That's why I hold myself accountable. Now, birthing a generation of entitled and inconsiderate people. No respect. No respect. No respect for God. No respect. No respect. No respect for the parents. In the Bible it says, respect thy father, respect thy mother. Right? Correct, right? I hold myself accountable for a generation, a lost generation of inconsiderate and entitled people. Lost, I'm going to say. Lost generation. Now, it's lost people in my generation. It's lost people in my elders' generation. There's lost people all around us. They're lost. Nobody lost because they don't understand God. You know what I mean? They have no bearings of God in their heart. You know what I mean? Like, what would make you treat someone else the way you don't want to be treated? That's not a godly thing to do. I don't agree with that. But now I'm gonna show you accountability right now. During the course of my life, I had people did things to me, right? In my heart, I'm just like, and in my mind, I'm just like, nah, you know, why would this person do this? Why would this person do that? But then I'm like, nah, I gotta get some get back. You know what I mean? So I do something to get back at individuals. But guess what? It's not the godly thing to do. Karma is real. The universe works. You know, things come back that they hit to bite you. You know, when you least expect it, boom. It's just like when we speak about blocking our blessings, or just speak about, you know, affirmating blessings and wanting to be blessed. You know what I mean? You know, you'll be out here and then you just be praying, or you just be being positive and doing the right thing. You know, everything don't be perfect. Everything don't work the way, but when blessings keep coming in abundance, and if you're paying attention to them, you will definitely see them, and you definitely will. You will know when your blessings are coming, just for all that you put out. You know, it's pretty much like when you know, most of us, you know, when you depositing your money, you saving your money in the bank or whatever. It's the same thing. So, you know, with that being said, you don't want to block your blessings. You want to make sure that you put out positivity. So now we're gonna get back to the entitled and the inconsiderate, right? Now, I gotta go on a little bit more deeper just cause people might lose context on where I'm going at with this, right? So now, I'm gonna speak about the entitled and the inconsiderate. Who am I? Dusty old man. Actually, today, I'm not the dusty old man. Today, I'm the guy on the track, walking the track with my gym outfit on, right? Chilling with my gym outfit on, walking the lake, talking to a screen, right? Who am I that anybody should listen to me or respect what I'm saying, right? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Everybody should respect me or listen to me, right? Just a guy with a walking uniform on. What do I know? What am I talking about? Who am I talking to? They popping in, they popping out. He ain't trying to hear nothing productive. You know what I mean? Productivity and positivity is just something that is just not wanting to be heard. It's like I said, but I'm gonna get this message out there though. I'm gonna speak it. It's coming from my mental. It's coming from the heart. It's coming from the soul. I'm gonna keep putting out these positive messages until they resonate. I also just gonna keep depositing into my pool because there's so much negativity, so much jealousy, so much hate that's out here trying to work against you. It's all good, man. Hey, man. They did the same thing to Jesus, right? Just keep throwing them. Keep throwing them. Keep stabbing me in the back. Keep me no good. Keep wishing me bad. But guess what, though? God, man. God ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. As long as I'm moving the way that I'm supposed to move, I'm good. And then I'll say this also. You see, this is the biggest thing, though, too. I bet you I'm not afraid what you're afraid of. So I ain't ducking no fades, man. You know what I mean? But this journey right now is gonna be a peaceful one. How about that? You know what I mean? I ain't ducking no fades. You know what I mean? And when I mean like I ain't ducking no fades, we all are promised two things in this life that's promised to us, that's inevitable. The day you was born and the day that you gotta leave. How many of y'all fully prepared? Nah, you shaking in your boots. You worrying about what Donald Trump got going on. You worrying about what's going on. Y'all worry about everything else in the news. Y'all worry about what's going on in your day-to-day in your community. Who drilling, who, like, they're too worried. They're living too much in fear. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I'm not going to get too much into that because that's another lie. Right now, we talking about inconsiderate and entitled. Now, let's get to it real quick. All right. First off, I come from a beginning of like I just say this, man. My mom's did the best that she could do, right? And then at a point in life, I'm not gonna put like I ain't really gonna put business out there like that or whatever. But at a point in time in life, she went down crash course, right? So, but in the beginning, she was doing the best that she could do, right? Single parent, young, she was doing the best she could do. In my early teenage years, before I even was a teenager, my mom used to literally, like, I was forced to just go, really told me to go pay a bill. You know what I'm saying? We were at 13, 12 years old, you being told to go pay a bill. I know I ain't grew up with video games. I ain't grew up with no new Jordans. I ain't grew up with the latest fashion. I ain't grew up with G.I. Joe. I ain't grew up with Transformers. I went to school Christmases. I'm no Christmas, no nothing. You know what I mean? No nothing. No nothing. Now, I'm going to show you something. Pay close attention. But I was forced to get out and go earn, right? Like, just to go get money, right? So my life was on the tilt on. Go get money. Go get money. But I'm going to get back to my life, though. And because that's what this like how I'm breaking down this channel. But basically, one of the birthing a generation of inconsiderate and entitled people is because I ain't have much. I ain't have a father in my life. My biological father died when I was young. I don't even. Nobody never brought me to his funeral. I don't know nothing. That's another story. My father died when I was like, I can't even remember. I can't tell. I was a kid. I don't know. Maybe I don't even know. 10 years old, 9 years old. I don't even know. I can't even tell you to this day. No one never told me nothing. That's very disrespectful. I could be entitled right now. I cannot give a F about nobody. I cannot care. I cannot be on here trying to pour out and give out positivity and show genuine love. You know what I mean? That it's nothing attached to it. It's genuinely. See, like I said, I hold myself accountable, right, for a generation of entitled and inconsiderate MFers and BSTAARDs, right? Because of me being so caring and having a good loving heart, right? Going all out for people. I'm going all out for my children, right? But like I said, remember, I ain't have much. So what I thought in my mind when I was lost was that if I, you know, buy all the designer things, you know, buy all the designer things, you know, I like I said, I had to get out and earn. So if I was going out to just, everything was just money, 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 money. I was all money on my mind. Handle my business. That's what I was all about, handling my business. And then taking care of everybody else who ain't have nothing, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't being selfish. I was giving, giving, giving. Now, this is the thing. This is how I hold myself accountable for entitled and inconsiderate people. You heard what I just said, right? Everybody else who didn't have, just shoveling out money, shoveling out money, shoveling out money. Spending no time. I would, with my daughter, you know, take out to eat, museums, you know, you know, take her for a lot of places, you know what I mean? Do trips, different things, right? Different things, a whole lot of different things, right? I had my first child, 1994. Go figure that, right? Telling you my age right now. I birthed a generation of inconsiderate and entitled people. Now, me spoiling her, spoiling people, but just also, I guess, having an inkling in my heart for me not having, and just being such of a good person, wanting to share with people. And actually, my mother taught me to share also, but it doesn't matter what, you know. Well, it does when structuring and all that, and then always just giving, but not teaching people structure, word of God, just understanding how things work. You know, you gotta earn things. You don't just get out here and just things are just handed to you. You know, you just believing that everything must be handed to you, or even still if nothing is handed to you, things is just supposed to be the way that you want them to be. Or it's like, if nobody gives me anything, then I don't want to deal with you. But see, guess what though? Everybody who like, whether or not you watching this or not, I'm gonna pass this all along, right? I'm gonna pass this all along. I'm telling you, my phone is gonna go back to the mode to where it was at before. I'm not answering it. Now, I'm not answering it. When I don't answer, it's not because I'm being malicious. Now, if you got something productive, if you got something positive, text me to my phone, right? And then I respond back to you. But other than that, I'm in a great space. I done reached out to everybody, right? I reached out to a lot of inconsiderate people, a lot of entitled people, right? A lot of selfish people. And I'm kind of going off the edge with this because I just want to really focus on the generation of how I hold myself accountable of birthing the generation of inconsiderate and entitled people, right? You know, people too used to be when given, right? You allow someone to live in your home, you allow someone to eat your food, you allow someone to put your life on the line for their life, a life for a life. And I'm not even caring about your life, you know what I'm saying? Whether you go to jail for the rest of your life, you die, or for them, or for what they doing. You going hungry, or for what they doing. No one cares, right? You care about what they need and what they gotta do and what they gotta do. So I started realizing a lot of people, not only with them being inconsiderate and entitled, they're in survival mode. They conscious, they unconscious. And they don't want to be conscious about what anybody else has going on. They only want to be conscious about what they got going on or what they need for the moment. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Who am I right now talking? All right? It's the guy walking the track. See me? Yeah. But we talk about inconsiderate and entitled people. That's what we talking about. We talk about inconsiderate and entitled people. Right? Look. Survival mode. Survival mode, right? Survival mode. This is why a lot of people need God in their life, man. You need a one-on-one with God, man. I'm not pushing religion on nobody because I don't do religion. You know what I mean? I done studied multiple religions and I had to do Bible studies. Like I said, I was doing Bible studies when I was 8, 9 years old. I've been doing Bible studies. Jehovah's Witness. Been in the Catholic churches when before I was younger than that. I've been in Catholic church. I ain't studied it, but I've been around that. I done seen the works of Buddha when I was a baby. Santa Maria when I was a baby. You know what I mean? I had family years later after that. Islamic faith, Muslim. I done studied that. Dr. York, Malachi York. I've read multiple pamphlets and been all in and studied all that too. You know what I'm saying? At 11, 9, 10 years old. All that stuff, I see what I used to do was I just dissect messages that I used to take messages out that I felt was good for me. But as far as anybody pushing anything on me, I wasn't with none of that. I wasn't with none of that. I already seen early in that it was all control mechanisms, but that's another lie. We're not going to do all that right now on this. You know what I'm saying? But I studied enough. But I know enough to know one God. You know what I'm saying? One God, one love. Peace, love, happiness. You need to study. You need to do those things. Self-reflection, God, body within self. You know what I mean? You know? Oh yeah. Heavily from the nation of gods and earths. You know what I'm saying? I was born 5% live. You know what I'm saying? I have an attribute name. And I'm gonna get to all of that too. But with that all being said, I'm just a man of truth, principle, peace, love, and happiness. You know what I mean? You gotta do self-awareness, self-inventory. You know what I mean? And just keep pumping out these vibrations of positivity and being productive. But I feel like I gotta get, well, not even what I feel like. I'm gonna see what's going on. I'm gonna just shoot this out. And I didn't really get effective the way I want to get effective, so I'm gonna make this into a part 2. All right, I'm gonna make this into a part 2, but right now, I'm gonna just focus on this. Then I gotta get back to my home. I got something going on over there, just so y'all know. You know, for the wishes out there. Yeah, every day is not a perfect day. I gotta take care of some plumbing issues right now. So, but I'm gonna end this with, man. You know, no one owes me nothing. You know, I appreciate the journey. God, I'm thankful. I'm appreciative of all my lessons, man. And all my lessons are turning into my blessings, man. And I'm gonna keep striving. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep moving forward, man. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. The same way I did things the other way, and it worked. I'm gonna will my way through this, and it's gonna work. You know what I mean? And with that being said, man, till the next one, man, everybody, man, have a beautiful life, man. And I'm wishing everybody all the best, man. Peace, love, happiness, man. And prosperity is all that within you. We are the currency. All right, one.